Yeah, good everyone. This is King Gates Trading Empires again. So I'm here again dropping a nice video showing you guys how I made some profits on Friday. How I took out some profit on Friday. I traded NFP. Was in Nigeria yesterday was Friday, so I traded NFP yesterday. I was able to take some profit. So if you are new to this channel, please you guys to subscribe to this channel. I'll be dropping more YouTube content, analysis, and what have you. So if you have anything that is not clear from the video I've posted from time to time or the present one, you can drop any question you want to ask down below. I'll be there to attend to every of your question. So I traded USD yesterday and it went on to give me some nice profit. So I will share my setup, how I entered the trade and how I exited the trade also. Because yesterday was NFP and NFP gave me some nice profit. I was in NFP trade when the news was released. I was in the trade and I took out some nice profit. So let us start. So as you can see, my tools are still there. These are my tools. These are what I use to get the trade. My trend line. You can see my position over there, my sell position over there. Everything is still intact. So I won't come here and start giving you guys something else, maybe bringing up GBP or bringing up another pair. The last video I dropped was I still made use of USD Same video also, I'm still making use of USD because USD is the pair I trade. I trade most of the time and other pairs also, but I trade USD most of the time. From time to time now, I'll be trading USD it has been giving me nice profit. So let us start with today's business. Okay. I will start by deleting everything that is there. So in Forex, what I used to tell people is be open to knowledge. Don't be on the fact that because you trade smart money or you trade SMC or you trade ICT or you trade retail or you trade a psychological level, then you neglect some things. Everything in this financial market is very, very important. You don't need to be using the strategy 100%, but it's best to have an idea because I'm a retail trader, I trade retail strategy, but I know how to trade the smart money. I can trade the ICT, I can trade the retail and the psychological level. So most times I use all these things as confluences in the market. Like this year, YPY pair I traded, I use the smart money concept. So I use the smart money and the retail to get into this trade, and I went on having some nice profit. So I know how to trade four of those strategies. So I apply them and I use them as confluences. So USD is in a bullish move, but I sold USD because there are some things I saw. That's why I sold it. So my last video I dropped was how I got some piece on USD how I bought USD Yes, USD I bought USD So I'll just go around to just share my setup. I won't like maybe trying to do some analysis from the higher time frame to the lower time frame. I will share my analysis and my setup, how I banked in this profit. As you can see, that is a support. That is a support zone. So this is a resistance. So before now, let me use a vertical line to demarcate. So that bullish candle was not formed yet. So how I got into this trade was, you know, this price went on to give us something like a double top. As you can see, this is a double top right here. This is a double top, and what we're expecting the breakout to give us the breakout like out of the support, turn resistance, that's the neckline. But price didn't do that. So what happens when there's a failed chart pattern? When there's a failed chart pattern, price tend to reverse and go to the upside very fast. So when my mouse is pointed, I was able to catch some profit from there. I took profit from that zone up all the way to the upside because I knew that we didn't break out from there. So I just used my strategy that I shared in my previous video. Then we rode, then we rode the, then we rode together. Then I was on the ride with USDG price to the upside. So when we go to the upside, so I was expecting a breakout because we are in uptrend. Because basically this where price is now right now is like a range. So in the range, price just go up, down, up, down. So there's no direction. But the overall structure is a bullish structure. So I was expecting a bullish breakout. So my breakout always occur, my breakout strategy or my breakout time frame I use my daily time frame breakout. So I was expecting a breakout from that resistance, a breakout to the upside. Then once price breaks out from there, I will be looking for buy opportunity to the upside. So what happened? You can see that massive fake out. So in a double top, so double top in the smart money world, they call it equal highs. So if you are new to forex, so anytime you hear equal highs, you are referring to double top. Equal lows, you are referring to double bottom. Or if you get to hear when you see relatively equal highs, that means they are equal, but they're not too equal like normal equal, but they are equal. Like you can see the two highs are not really equal, but they are relatively equal. So that's what they call relatively equal highs or relatively equal lows. So smart money tend to go over, they take liquidity, like they do a run on stop ones, they call it fake out. So because retail have the mindset that after a double top comes the neckline break. So smart money guys will call them the market makers, they won't just give up or just make you guys make some money in the market. They still have to go and they manipulate the market. So you as a patient price action trader, you need to know what these guys are up to. So I already have at the back of my mind, okay, though I was looking for a bullish move, but the bullish move did not happen. Look what happened. Let me show you guys what happened on a day time frame when I knew that smart money or market makers have run a stop on liquidity. Look at that massive pin bar. So they did this like so this is a fake out. Fake out means price goes to the opposite direction before you know then the gap comes to the right direction. So they did a fake out. So they did a fake out, a big fake out. So when at the end of that day, I saw this price doing something like that. And I already know that smart money or market makers manipulate core highs. So after they did that after this was on, that was on a Tuesday. So after price did that on a Tuesday, I was like, okay, I think smart money have manipulated or took liquidity from there, a stop on. So I knew that these guys were coming down, but not changing the trend. I knew they were coming down to support again. So what did I do? So I have to patiently wait for these guys. Then and now I applied my retail strategy. So you see, All these studies are very, 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 very important. So you don't throw them away. So after I applied the touch of my double top, after the liquidity was taken off, I now use my trend line. That is my golden strategy that gives me pips in the market. Yes, my trend line. After that, then I now scale down to the 4 hours time frame because 4 hours time frame is my entry time frame. I always use most of the time, like 80% of the time for my execution. Maybe like 20% of the time I use 1 hour time frame. So after you did this, I just use my trend line. Let me show you guys how I did my trend line. So after that member was formed, I came to the 4 hours time frame. I saw a massive bearish engulfing. So you need to know how to analyze price, be it chart pattern, be it candlestick. So after a pin was formed there, the 4 hours was giving me a bearish engulfing. This bearish engulfing is a what? A sell and a bearish signal. So after these two signals were given to me on the daily time frame, on the 4 hours time frame, I just knew that a reversal is like price is not ready to go to the upside now. They are coming down. So I did this. So I drew a trend line. So I connected the two lows, as you can see, connect the bottom of the candle. If it's the wicks, connect the wicks. So I connected from the first candle to the second candle. Then I just patiently waited for price to break out. So immediately price broke out. So I pointed out price broke out at that trend line. So you can see the confidence I use. I use a stop hunt confluence taking off equal highs. One, I also use a breakout of a trend line. So after the breakout happened, I knew that we were coming, the next place we were coming to is the support. I just took out my position and you can see. I ran about 98 pips plus on USD After the breakout happened, I just took the trade. This trade, okay, when NFP was released, I was in this trade, yes. I knew that because due to experience of having the market is that anytime you're in a trade and price is going to a certain direction and a, a news is released, price pushes, the news pushes price to that direction it's going initially because at times, what news does at times, it does two things. It will go to the opposite direction before it goes to the redirection. So when NFP was released, NFP just pushed price to my direction. Like I was just inside NFP, I was riding the profit. My account was smiling. I was like, okay, good. I think I've caught it. So this was how I entered. I got into USD Gateway on Friday. So in Nigeria, yesterday was Friday. So I got into USD Gateway, traded also waited for NFP, which because I was highly confident with my setup. So this was how I got in this profit. And I was smiling yesterday to the bank. So what you need to know, you need to know price action as a trader. And like what I used to tell people, be open to knowledge. Anytime I drop any video, I used to put this at the back of every video. Always be open to knowledge. Don't throw things away. Even if you don't want to use it like 100%, just have a little idea of it because there are times you will have conflict in the market or you don't know to take some decisions, but there are some things you'll be able to take decisions. Like me, I trade smart money at times, use this and use that, but I do more of trend line support and resistance. Like you can see that this kind of USD point, I used smart money as a conference and it worked for me really clearly. So as you can see, when price came to that support now they reversed. After I made that profit, I left the market. I was not interested in anywhere price was going to. So maybe during the weekly session open, then I will know what to do. But generally, we are on a bullish trend in USGPY. I'll be expecting USGPY to break out from that resistance to go to the upside. That is what I'll be expecting to break out from that range and go to the upside. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You guys learned from this video, and please, you guys should subscribe to this channel. We are coming. Let's build this family. Let's build this channel as a family. Let's also be one here. So this channel, as it's growing, we encourage you guys to keep on subscribing. And one thing I keep saying you guys, if you are new to Forex, try anything that I do here. You can go back home, do your homework, try and download the MT5 app. Just try to practice anything I do here, because you can't be perfect in a day. Yes, you can't be perfect in a day. You need to put your hard work, your own hard work into it. Even if you go and meet the best traders in the world, they will teach you what they know, but you as a person, your work need to be done, your homework need to be done. So thank you all. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Thanks.